Hello, everyone. Welcome to Versatile Podcast, where we discuss personal growth, occupational wellness, and agile coaching. In today's session, we are going to be discussing the power of failure. Yes, you heard me right. The power of failure. And guess what? We received a question from our last podcast that resonates with the topic of today. The comment reads, "Thanks for these useful tips on proactiveness. Being proactive puts one in control, but can you give us some tips on how to remain in control as a beginner? It takes practice to master an art, but to those who are in the beginning of mastering, how do you hold it together when you make mistakes?" I'm glad this question resonates with today's topic, the power of failure. Now let's dive right into the discussion. Failure is not always negative. Failure can have a future positive value that is difficult to see at the moment. But for those who trust and believe that failure is just a stepping stone, will surely come to unveil what that failure meant. Failure as a stepping stone. You know, we have all failed so many times, but very few of us take time to ask questions and to discover what this failure has brought to our life. Sometimes all we need to do is take a pause and understand what we have learned from that failure. Go over what you were doing and ask questions. What did I not do right? How can I make it better? Who do I need to help with this? Always see it as an opportunity. If you take failure this way, there will be no way one is becoming depressed over failure of any kind. All of us have had situations where we have failed, and most of us cry, which is okay to cry. We feel frustrated, and some people even quit. But I stand here to challenge someone that quitting should never be the route, because there is more to failure than you think. Failure is power. First of all, let me remind you, you as a person is a work in progress. If you know what I mean, you are not perfect. You are not infallible. It's okay to make mistakes, and it's just human. You are not the same as you were in the beginning of that project. You are a different person thanks to this failure. You've learned a lot, and you have some extra knowledge that you can even extend a hand to help someone who gets to start the same project. Most of the things we know today is thanks to other people's experiences, because they have failed many times and they have taken these as stepping stones to view failure. Another thing worth mentioning is fail forward. What does it mean to fail forward? It means you need to move beyond mistakes to fulfill your potentials. Just because you have failed doesn't mean you should quit. Yeah, you're doing your best and even learning and adding more to what you already know. Have you ever asked yourself this question? What makes you think you have failed? That's surely because you've learned something new from what you perceive as failure. And when you're coming back to do it, you are not only doing it as someone who has a passion to achieve that, but you are coming with experience. And don't be too hard on yourself. If you are out there thinking of quitting just because you did not get the success that you were envisioning, please do not back out. This message is for you. Always have that failing forward mindset. And that's how we all grow. Let's look at failure as a catalyst to success. How is this possible? Once you've dealt with the mindset of not being a quitter. Failure would bring out this radical in you, where all you want to do is overcome that mindset of quitting during a setback. Once you fail, you develop that fierce energy where all you want to do is make it. To wrap it up, I would like to give a quick response in relation to the comment received from our last topic, being proactive. Identify those mistakes, write them down to identify things that you can do differently to avoid the same mistakes in future. That will automatically add some new skills to your bank of knowledge. So mistakes are stepping stones. If you have to fail forward. And mistakes can be that catalyst to success. Remember that you are a work in progress, and never be too hard on yourself or ever think of quitting. We are open to feedback. Please add some comments, and if you have any specific topics that you want us to touch, do not hesitate to drop a comment or contact me directly. Thank you for watching, and I hope you find this topic valuable. Have a great rest of the day. Love you all. Bye.